checking if you can see my hands and see my foot. And I will bring a chair with me too. This is for my friend who needs a chair, okay? Right, so follow me. If you just sit down, making sure you're not sit against the back of the chair, you're sitting in the to the front edge of the chair and sitting yourself with your feet shoulder width apart, feet shoulder width apart, and crown, we say crown, but it's the 100 gathering, and lifting upwards, that's it. And just gently rest yourself on the chair. Good, and follow us, follow me on all of the body postures, okay? Good, so this is for the chair position. And now, we're giving ourselves a little time to settle, to arrive in our space, and mind to be quiet. Good, and gently in your mind's eye, the 100 gathering, the crown. We say the crown is the Bai Hui. The name is called Bai Hui. Gently extend upwards as if you have been suspended from the ceiling. There's a gentle invisible string pulling yourself up. And feet are gently rest on the ground. And now pay attention to your breathing. Slow the breathing down. Inhale smooth. Exhale slow and long. And in your mind's eye, rest your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Gently close the lips. Good. And we're ready. So now soften the ankles and knees and taking half a step to your left. That's it, nice and slowly, as if you're peeling yourself, your foot up, and re-centralize your body. Good, and let's just do a awakening of the body. And forward, I do a slightly angled view, okay? And back. We're just going to awaken the energy in our body. Imagine you are standing on a boat and the boat is floating on a gentle river. It's peaceful, it's calm, and it's beautiful nature. Water is the 70% what makes up our body. And reconnect with that watery feeling in our body. Everything is flows. Inhale and exhale. Mind in the center of your palm, and from the corner, rise. From the corner 45 degrees. And get in. Now the center of your palms connects to the center of your chest. And soften your knees. Sitting down. Feel this energy travels through the body. All the way down to your feet. Rise. Embrace. Now we feel the energy in our nature. The beginning of spring, and the growth energy travels through our body. Rise, inhale, and embrace the warmth, the sun, and the beam of light into our body. From the chest to the diaphragm to the abdomen, all the way down. And ready for change. Spread your arms wide and up high. Go up as far as you can. Feel you have long arms and embrace the chi, the energy down through the crown, the top of our head, 100 gatherings, all the way to our feet. Rise again. Keep growing, keep lengthening, long arms and long fingers. And feel the center of the palm radiance out to your fingers. Embrace and invite this positive energy into our body, all the way down to our feet. One more time. Take your time. Feel your heart is beginning to sing, like the birds on top of the trees. We're growing with carefree and emotion, and release the tensions and stiffness through the body, down our feet and out from the body. Last time. We do one more. Open wide. Open your heart. Open your mind. Deep inhale. Long, smooth exhale. Release the tension, stiffness through the body, all the way out. And embrace chi. Return the energy back to the body. Hug from the side. And feel you have that large air balloon. I turn back to the front view. Feel you have a yoga ball, the size of a yoga ball. Now we're entering the second standing like a tree position. Zhan Zhuang is the Chinese name. Standing like a tree, holding the chi, the energy ball, chi ball. Slightly soften your knees as if you're resting onto a high bar stool. Now, I'm going to use the chair, the back of the chair, to illustrate how we can check our back is straight. Okay, I have a fairly straight, the chair back. So you want to, in your mind's eye, to have your back nice and straight. And the easier made mistake, alignment, when we get tired, standing still, is because I just move so you can see my feet. And two errors, common mistakes. One, can you see? One, we lean forward, and this will put undue pressure onto a lower back. This is the easily made mistake. We feel we're still working on the computers, we're still working on the desk, right? Make sure we're not. And we're sitting with back straight. Good. Resting our hands onto the balloon. The second mindful mistake is leaning back. Okay? This is how we lean back. As if we're sitting on a couch, we're leaning back. So either way is not good for a lower back or put undue pressure. So the correct alignment should be just as if you have a wall or a glass panel behind you. If I get closer to the back of my chair, you can more or less see the back needs to be nice and straight. And sometimes it requires the tailbone. You imagine your tailbone is drawing you down. That's it. Oh, good. I return to the front view. Good. So in your mind's eye, we're checking for the spinal alignment, and also remind ourselves the Lao Gong point, the center of our palm, connects to the navel. Okay, this is the lower cavity. How? And return, retracting your hands back to the abdomen, back to the navel, and rise. Good. How? Well done, everyone. Just rest your hands onto the navel for one moment. And gently giving your navel a little massage, a small massage, 3 times each way. And back the other way, back the other way. Well done. How good. And sliding your hands down. Really good. I'm going to put the chair slightly away so that we can move on to the next movement. Movement 1 from yesterday, or last week rather, hold up heaven to harmonize. So follow me. We're now going to stretch and extend the 3 cavities, the heart and lungs, and the middle cavity where the diaphragms and the stomach, gallbladder, all of these spleen situated, and lower cavity. So follow me, starting from your chi, standing like a tree, holding the chi ball. Slide, bring your hands down to the bottom of the ball. Slide, interlock your fingers, fingers interlocked, and rise, standing up, grow tall, rotate palms away, and grow up, grow tall, expand. I do the side view, can you see? Right here, and continue, continue, eyes gazing forward. Now eyes gazing forward, continue to raise the palm. Now the standing version would be exactly the same. You will start by sitting and having your fingers interlocked, and just stay here. You don't need to grow, except lift your spine nice and straight on a seated position. Okay, this is on a seated position. Eyes follow the hands, and then eyes look forward and down. Now on our standing position, we just rise with our knees extended and separating your hands, floating the hands down. Soften our knees. That's it. If you're sitting on a seated position, you don't need to bend your knees. Again, rise. Inhale. Gently turn palms out and up. Keep growing long arms in your mind, long fingers. And separate your hands, floating your hands down. Return to the chi balloon. Again, rise. Inhale. And extend without locking the elbows. So how can we do that without locking the knees? We said earlier, one of the key things to expand to the maximum without locking it. Now mind, try again. Mind, focus on the heel of the palm, the center of your palm. Feel this is the palm going up as you gaze forward, and grow from the crown. That's it. Bring your attention away from the elbow and try to push the ground. Feel the Mother Earth pushing you back up. Push, 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 and separate. That's it. And by taking the mind away from the elbows, we then guide it to extend without locking. Okay, big inhale. So it's the palm, center of the palm, Lao Gong point. Good, well done. Feel the rib cage is opening as well, can't you? And last time, let's just do one more time. In your own daily practice, I would encourage and recommend you do 6 repetitions, 6 times. because the body will respond much better by repetition. And exhale, long, smooth exhale. Good. Return. Each time we return to this large air balloon, there's a little bit gap underneath our armpit, like a cherry tomato, a small cherry tomato underneath our armpit. That's it, full of nature. Wherever your mind imagines, try to imagine it with nature. It's because our energy then can flow. The deeper meaning is we call to xu ye in Chinese. Xu means to keep the open, this part open for the meridians to flow, energy flow. 好, good. Return your hands, overlapping your hands onto the abdomen, onto the navel. Good. And gradually we will get used to connect with the chi center. This is the center for the energy, and we keep replenishing our energy center. 好, good. Now let me take you through step by step our next movements. Soften your knees. That's it. Soften your knees. If you're on the chair movement, I will show you in just one moment. Okay, rest your hands to your hip and waist for the time being. Okay, and shift your weight. I'm doing the mirrored image. Shift your weight to your right, peeling up on your left foot, from the heels to the ball of the foot to the toes, stimulating the meridian, bubbly spring. Take a slightly wider step, toe touch down, and then gradually bring the whole foot down. Good. So your foot moves like the sticker on the floor. You peel the heel off, peel the toe off, and then step out, touch down with your toes, and gradually put the sticker down. Okay? This is how gracefully and smoothly we can make step in and out. An alternative, if you find it really difficult, an alternative for the time being is that you can get your heels in, get your toes in, and heels in, toes in. And that's another option, although you want to finish the foot position as a parallel. Okay, whichever way you make that step, you want to keep both of your feet parallel, toes facing forward. Okay, method one, the first method, quietly shift your weight and peeling up the left foot, and that's it. Toe touch down, then the ball of the foot and to the heels. Centralize your weight. Very smooth. Okay, now the second method, I'm just realizing my feet probably just slightly outside the frame. Okay, the second method you can adopt for your own choice is to toe out, heels out, toes out, heels out. Whichever way you want to approach, make sure your feet are on a train track, parallel forward. 好, rest your hands onto hip and waist. We're entering an exciting movement. Now feel you stand nice and centered tall, and sitting by imagining there's a imaginary stool behind you. Okay, that's it. And on the rise, feel that golden thread from the top of your crown, 100 gathering, pulling yourself up. That's it. Feel this energy pulling you up, and you have quads, the muscles on above the knees, these thigh muscles, trying to squeeze, engage and squeeze into the core. This area we call the center, the energy center, and this energy center will rise, travel through internally, through the cavities, and rise, pulling you up. Good. Again, are you ready? We'll practice 2 more times, and then I'll show the seated area, the seated adaptation. Sitting down, that's it, sitting, keeping the torso nice and straight. Have your knees flexed through the toes, the direction of your toes. Right, try not to squeeze your knees in, no, and not push your toes, knees out too wide either, that way either, no. So try to flex your knees in the direction of your toes. I'm using the back of my chair one more time to show how the back should be nice and straight. Can you see? When we're sitting with a wider stance, our back is nice and straight. So imagine you're sliding down on a glass panel and rise. The golden thread is pulling you up. That's it. Again, last time. We do 3 times. Sliding down. That's it. And feeling, that's it. Feeling the back nice and straight. The tailbone down is really good for releasing the lower back pain here. And of course, you may feel the muscle increase in the muscle tone on our quads, and feel the tummy to spine, the engagement of the core muscles here. But most importantly, is our balance, to be aware. If you are on a seated position, my friends, on this one, I would now, from the previous knees at shoulder and hip width, I would encourage you to slide your toes and heels out to a slight wider. Yeah, wider than your shoulder. That's it. So from feet, shoulder width, now you can pivot your heels out, toes out, heels out. Okay, make sure your knees and in the same direction of your toes again. That's it. And just stay like this. And now joining me with the hands, with foot together. Okay, hands. Hands, we have already, I'll come a little closer at the PowerPoint. The hands during the bow is curling in the fingers, the top few